little bit late to my stream. Alrighty. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hey, Calasius. Glad to see you here. You know, I was looking at your Instagram, dude. You are, like, your collection is fire, man. What's going on, CJ? All right, how's everyone's Saturday going so far? Oh, drop my knife. Give me a moment, guys. Opening up a package today, so I need my knife with me. My trusty knife that I've had since I've had my trusty knife with me since 2018. I think I should get a new one soon. All is well with me. All is well with me. That arcade that you have, Calasius, that with the Spawn header, is that a Spawn arcade or is that custom? Hello, Vanessa. Thank you. I figured you would. It's Saturday morning. I wore a wrestling T-shirt last stream, so I figured for Saturday afternoon, and I used to love those Saturday morning cartoons. So figured what better to wear my Texas Chainsaw Marshmallows. Spoonie, what's going on, man? Calasius meets Spoonie. Spoonie meet Calasius. Spoonie is one of probably my best friend up in the YouTube community. Amazing person. Completely customized. Wow. It looks awesome, man. It really does. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm trying to crack my Super NES Mini with as many retro games as I can. And here's the funny thing is, like, I'm trying to get the retro Alien versus Predator arcade game. Same thing for The Simpsons and X-Men. But when I try to crack them onto my Super NES Mini, it takes up too much space. So I've got like the Super NES Alien versus Predator, which is really shitty. But you know, maybe I'll try to buy a controller online and then play some of the arcade emulators online. Excuse me. I'm glad you're here, Spoonie. Guys, next weekend I won't be live streaming because I will be going to Free Comic Day, which maybe we could talk a little bit about that later, since I'll be showing off the T-shirt I got for that day. Usually annually, I usually get a annual Free Comic Day T-shirt. Last year got a Spider-Man. Anyways, I'm gonna get ahead of myself. So I won't be live streaming next week because I will be going out to Free Comic Book Day. And for those of you who will be missing Free Comic Day, I'm going to definitely shout you out because I will be filming my adventure. But in 2 weeks from today, I think actually I'll be going live. And I think if Spoonie's down for it, Spoonie and I might be going live together. So if you guys want to stick around for that, we'll be talking all things comic book related. And yeah, so also Spoonie and I have something planned together, a video planned together. We're finally going to collaborate, so that's going to be a lot of fun too. AVP Arcade is one of my favorite. Yeah. WWF. I don't think I've ever played WWF WrestleFest. The one WWF game that I used to play a lot when I was a kid. My aunt had the Super Nintendo when I was a little kid. So I remember playing WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game. That was really fun. It's like, I'm sure you guys know, it's like Mortal Kombat meets WrestleMania. My favorite was always to take the Undertaker, but when I was a kid, it was more WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy for the Nintendo 64. Those were the games that I loved the most. But yes, Alien versus Predator arcade game, arguably the greatest arcade game ever made. Yeah. Honestly, I know we've had this conversation last week on my live stream. I'm not a fan of WWF, but Undertaker's tops, man. I still would have loved to have seen that match, Undertaker versus Sting. I think that was a big old missed opportunity when Sting joined WWF or WWE, whatever it's called now. I think that was a big missed opportunity to have Undertaker versus Sting. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. That's right. That's right. I agree. You know what? AVP, then Turtles in Time. You're right, Spoonie. The Turtles in Time is fantastic. And have you guys actually, Spoonie, Clausius, have you guys played what's it called? Shredder's Revenge? Um, Spoonie, I'm not sure if you told me if you played it yet. But man, if you love Turtles in Time, Shredder's Revenge is the spiritual successor to Turtles in Time, and it is just insane. My wife, who's just as much a fan of Turtles in Time as I am, we played the shit out of Shredder's Revenge together, and we both had the greatest time. So Vince has too much of an ego to understand. Yeah. You know what? With everything that's happening with Vince right now, he still thinks that we love the superheroes and all that. So, just briefly, honestly, Spoonie, if you loved Turtles in Time, you will absolutely love Shredder's Revenge. Just give me a morning, guy. You know what? Okay, I was in the midst of getting a haircut, so my hair's not done. I'm gonna finish it after the live stream. So I was up early. I needed a little bit of coffee. Here in Canada, Tim Hortons, it's the best. It's the best. Yeah, it really is amazing. You want to hear a little something funny? I ordered Shredder's Revenge with a gift card last year, and I don't know what happened. I actually really don't know what happened, but the Cowabunga collection showed up on my doorstep too with Shredder's Revenge, and I didn't even order it. So I think there was a mistake that was made somewhere, but I'm not complaining, and I'm not going to tell them. Free stuff, free shit is free shit, right? So whatever. Righty. I'm going to get to the unboxing in just a little bit. So I got a package in from Amazon. Any takers onto what it is that I got? I'm pretty sure you're going to throw out guesses and 60th anniversary of Streets of Rage this year? Holy shit. You know, I think I have what was that at Games that used to put out they put out shitty versions of the consoles, which was at least cool because they had the top loader so you can still put the retro games. That came pre-built with all three Streets of Rage, but I think I've only ever played the first Streets of Rage game. I don't think I've ever played any of the other Streets of Rage, but yes, Spoonie, to when I was playing Streets of Rage, wow, what an amazing game. Yeah, Amazon does that shit, man. Like Tim Hortons know what is SOR? So does that mean you're a fan of Tim Hortons? You guys want to see something really funny? You want to see Tim Hortons, not Streets of Rage. Okay. Here, let me show you something really funny. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. On the discussion of getting shit for free that was mistaken. Oh, Timmy's 60th. Okay. I thought you were saying Streets of Rage was the 60th anniversary. You're right, and I'm gonna go a little French right here. En plus, ça dit sur le coupe ici. 60 of Tim Hortons. You're right. My bad. So here's something really funny. I'm gonna look at your guys' chats in just a moment. I ordered Silent Night, Deadly Night off of Amazon around the Halloween month because when I tend to get my Christmas stuff, I start going, a month or two before Christmas. So I ordered Silent Night, Deadly Night, which horror fans, if you've never seen this movie, it's fantastic. So I ordered this, and do you guys want to see what came in? Amazon sent me. It wasn't even in my list. It was I think it was in my wish list. fucking coolest fucking Blu-ray set I have in my collection. I got the 40th anniversary Texas Chainsaw Massacre Blu-ray set, which I already did a review of on my channel, for free. So I ordered this, and I ordered a couple of other things for the house because, like, every year I tend to order myself a Christmas movie. Like this year, I ordered this and Batman, the original Batman movie from Tim Burton, and Batman Returns, because Batman Returns to me is a Christmas movie. I don't care. And when I ordered this and Batman Returns, I got the 40th anniversary Blu-ray. So exactly, Calazius. Thank you, Amazon. Thank you so much. I'm not complaining. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as we had that conversation last week, Cal, that's my favorite horror movie ever made. So let's take a little chat here. Boomer's scared for a bit. I was like, there's no need for coffee. So I know that Vanessa and Spoonie are from Canada. Calazius, are you from Canada as well? Or are you from the United States? I don't think I've asked you for that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Of course. Let me ask you a question. Just throwing that out there. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a masterpiece. The real sequel done by Tobe Hooper is just bonkers and awesome. Leatherface is great. Texas Chainsaw: The Next Generation with Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger is a little bad. But if you guys are horror fans and love Texas Chainsaw Massacre like Calazius and I, what did you think of the remake from 2003? I personally loved it. I showed off Leatherface in my Spawn Part 4 action figure haul video that was up yesterday. I liked that movie. I know there's a lot of people that thought it was garbage. I actually recently watched Dr. Wolfula's review on that one, it's an old review, but he said it was a piece of garbage. So I didn't think it was that bad, but I mean, I don't really like remakes all that much. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And look, I fixed the lighting situation from last week. It was darker in here, and I got some more lighting, so it's a little bit better this week. Negative. You're still cool if you're in the United States. Come on, man. Do you know how many times here in Canada, sorry guys, here in Canada that we get stuff after the United States? And I'm pretty sure Spoonie can attest to this, because even Spoonie, who's in Ontario, I'm in Quebec, sometimes his Dollaramas get all these cool graphic novels and all these cool, neat little figures. And then when I go to my Dollaramas, I'm like, bro, there's nothing. Not as cool as the stuff that I see at your Dollarama. So you like the 3D, the Texas Chainsaw 3D? I have issues with that movie because it goes from being like a horror movie, and then towards the end, it just switches up and it becomes like a buddy cop movie. She's like fully embracing her Leatherface being her cousin, and she's like tosses him the chainsaw. I was like, get him, cuz. And it lost me there. But yes, I can understand leading up to the movie was pretty solid. Yes, leading up to that part though. But there was a lot of bad Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies though. I will say I didn't watch Leatherface. I think that one came after Texas Chainsaw 3D. But guys, if you've not watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Netflix movie that came out last year, that was a piece of shit. Like, such garbage, man. It's the same thing for The Exorcist Believer that came out last year. I don't understand why they keep feeling the need to remake and make sequels to all these great horror movies. Like when David Gordon Green did his remake of Halloween in 2018, that was fantastic. It was amazing. But then he followed it up with 2 other sequels that were just mediocre. And it's like they gave him the keys to do Exorcist. And it's like, I'm just over all these damn remakes and sequels, man. It's not even funny. I know Vanessa doesn't like horror movies, so she's not really saying much on the subject, but okay. Yeah, exactly. ridiculous ending. You did? Okay. I kind of feel the reason why, like, here's, and I'm always going to say this, okay? I'm always going to say this. There's a channel on YouTube called Wrestling with Regret that I had to take a little step back because I find nowadays he's a lot more biased towards WWF, but he does have a slogan, which I do agree with. Like what you like, don't be a dick about it. And I think if you like what you like, that's cool. And I will never tell somebody, no, you're wrong, or no, that's garbage. If I think it's garbage, I think it's garbage. But I'm not going to willingly tell that person, like, no, what you like is garbage, and I don't think it's, you know what I mean? But I think what I personally didn't like about the Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's two things. It's the fact that the characters in the movie, they were trying to make them a little too woke, which I have no issues with whatsoever. But taking these woke characters, making them, social media stars in a setting where it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that whole social media thing could work in another horror movie setting. Like, I have a plot for urban explorers that are social media celebs, and it's a whole atmosphere horror setting, which could work well. But in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, that and the fact that they were trying to emulate the 2018 Halloween, making Sally the Laurie Strode of this, I think it was just those two things that really, I don't know, really got me out of it. There were some scenes that were so brutal and gory that I was like, whoa, okay. Which is like, that's pretty cool. But I think it was just the story. But I mean, like I said, if you like the movie, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I like a lot of shitty movies. One of my favorite movies of all time is Spawn. I really don't care. People think it's shitty. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Room, the movie made by Tommy Wiseau. I think it's a masterpiece of a movie, an unintentional masterpiece, but it's still a masterpiece nonetheless, which a lot of people think is garbage, but I love it, so. All right. Yeah, Leatherface, I know. That's the other thing too. It's like, it was believable in Halloween because you're like, okay, Michael Myers is like, what, 70 now? And they make note of that. But Leatherface in the Netflix Texas Chainsaw is in his 80s, and he's still going. He's still a big old brute. So that was the other thing too, which is a little odd to me. Yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre license has been bounced around from studio to studio, Spoonie. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, I know it's Dark Sky Pictures that puts out the releases for the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, but like all the other movies are different distributions, and even the remake from 2003 was Lionsgate, and then you have Texas Chainsaw 3D, which I think was another company. Netflix did this. Leatherface was done by another studio. So it's the license has been bounced around over and over. So Bob was like, fuck being woke. Yeah, okay. See, that's the thing. You have to specify too a lot of the times with people who don't watch horror movies, because in the OG Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like this one right here, it's Bubba Sawyer, but in the remake, it's Thomas Hewitt. So it's like, I don't know why they decided. That's the one thing I find a little dumb on the 2003 remake, is like, I don't know why they chose to change the whole name. Like, the Sawyer name is iconic, right? Bubba, the what's his name? I'm forgetting their names right now. The cook, and then the hitchhiker. And then when you get to the sequel, it's even more bonkers with Chop Top. Chop Top is one of the absolute greatest characters of all time. Bill Moseley is one of the best horror movie character actors. See, there's another one, Rob Zombie movies. A lot of people don't like Rob Zombie's movies. There's a lot of Rob Zombie movies I don't like, but I absolutely love House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. I did not like Three from Hell, but I also really liked his Halloween remake. So you see what I mean when I say there's a lot of movies that people don't like. That I love bad movies, okay? I actually am. Here's something a little drop down on you guys. I'm actually planning on doing a list of my favorite so bad they're good movies, aka my favorite movies that people don't like. So I'm trying to work on a list like that. So Wrong Turn. Did I ever see Wrong Turn? I think I saw the first Wrong Turn. It was okay. I feel like for me, the whole cannibal thing, I know Texas Chainsaw Massacre deeps into that, but the whole cannibal horror genre is not my thing. Like, I've never seen Cannibal Holocaust, and it's not one of those movies that I want to sit there and watch. So it was a fun thrill ride, Wrong Turn, but it's just not for me. That's all. Evil Dies Tonight. Yeah. That was pretty cringe. That was really cringe. But then you get to the other side of the spectrum, and it's like, I feel like here my favorite horror movie, like my favorite horror movie of all time is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then I have two favorite horror movie franchises of all time. The second being Halloween. I'm pointing up to the figures on my wall, which you said I saw my room tour last week. But my favorite horror franchise of all time is The Evil Dead. Bar none, my favorite horror franchise of all time. I'm a massive Bruce Campbell fan. I think that he can do no wrong. Same thing for My Name is Bruce and Bubba Hotep, which are cult classic movies, but people don't like those movies. I think that they're amazing, those two movies. But if you take a look at the Evil Dead movies, all three, Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, and The Army of Darkness, masterpieces for the genre. Then you come to the remake from 2010, insanely violent, insanely gory, insanely brutal, but it's an amazing film. And Ash versus Evil Dead, the TV show, I think it's bullshit that show got canceled, and it was an amazing show. And even the last year's Evil Dead Rise, a lot of people were like, "That's gonna be garbage." And when I saw the trailer, I was like, "Give it a chance, give it a chance." And my God, Evil Dead Rise was a fucking amazing movie. I like to use the whole terminology of, I like to use the Heath Ledger terminology. When Heath Ledger was chosen as the Joker back in 2007, people were spewing hatred over the fact that Heath Ledger was going to be chosen as the Joker. And I was like, oh yeah, the guy from Brokeback Mountain. And he really, when I saw him play the Joker, to me, he is the physical human embodiment of the Joker. So whenever I see somebody being cast in a movie as something, as an iconic role, or a sequel that has the potential but we don't know, I use that Heath Ledger terminology. You never know, it might turn around and surprise you. So that's how it is for me. Halloween Ends was a little silly. Yeah. I also don't like the fact that they spent the majority of the movie hyping up somebody else as the killer, only to have it was a ballsy move, and they should have stuck with it, only to flip it around and be like, "This is Michael Myers' show all along." Yeah, you're right, Spoonie. The story for Evil Dead Rise was average. I agree with you 100%. But I think but I agree with you. That's what it is. It's the scares, and I think it was the effects, and even to an extent, the characters themselves, they weren't that bland, so you could still somewhat connect with the characters. And I know. Yeah, I saw The Exorcist 2024. That movie. I didn't like that movie at all. I didn't like it at all personally. The other thing too is that I also have kind of an issue. I know that The Exorcist has always been like that, but I also kind of have an issue with the whole heaven versus hell thing. If it's done tastefully, I don't mind. Like, okay, Spoonie's probably scratching his head because like you're a John Constantine fan. But I find that's done a little more tastefully because John Constantine is a comic book character. He's fighting off evil, right? That's one of the reasons why I never watched the show Supernatural, because the whole heaven versus hell thing, I could never really get into that. Spawn is a little different. I guess it sounds a little hypocritical what I'm saying. If it's a comic book, for me, heaven versus hell, it's a story arc, fine. But when it's a horror movie and it's heaven versus hell is what I'm trying to get at, that I'm not really into that whole type of thing. Oh, a new Exorcist trailer. Oh, no, I didn't know. No, I haven't seen that yet. Oof, okay, I might have to take a look at that. I know that there's new Omen movie, so that's another one that I've never watched, is The Omen. I've never seen that movie, so. Yeah, that's fair. All right. So we're 25 minutes into my stream. Do you guys want to see my t-shirt that I picked up this year for Free Comic Book Day? So every year I buy a new t-shirt for Free Comic Book Day. Last year I bought a Spider-Man t-shirt. The year before, okay, so I didn't go to Free Comic Book Day from 2019 up until last year. We all know why. There was a global pandemic that happened. But previous years before that, I always bought like a Spider-Man t-shirt or a Batman t-shirt, whatever it was, right? Because I usually tend to go to my Walmart. I don't really shop for t-shirts online because sometimes the sizes, the only website online that I know that I can shop from for my sizes that are great is prowrestlingtees.com. Shameless plug. Shameless plug, prowrestlingtees.com, fantastic website. So I tend to go to Walmart. And in Supernatural, after they beat Lucifer on season 5, demons become the Foot Clan of the series. And angels, really? So it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a little bit. You know what it also is, though, Spoonie? The reason why I couldn't get into Supernatural, I kind of watched the first season, which was okay. It was not bad the first season whatsoever. I love the car that they drive in, though. But I think it was the heaven and hell thing, but also my wife, she used to have a best friend she doesn't talk to anymore. She was obsessed with Supernatural, and that's like, it got to a point where that's all she spoke about when we hung out and all that. So when somebody talks about something so much, just one subject, like we're nerds, we talk about different things, right? But when it's all you're talking about and you're like, so we're going to go mini putting. Oh, yeah, mini putting is so fun. You know that episode of Supernatural, like, you're so random. Like, where did that come from? So it's like, that's really kind of what cemented it for me. But I will admit, the first season was not too horrible, but I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. That's all. Okay, so that being said, yeah, I tend to get like a Spider-Man t-shirt every year. Trying to remember if it's usually Spider-Man that I get. I think I usually get a Spider-Man t-shirt. Spider-Man or Deadpool, which now, sadly, my Deadpool t-shirt has gone the way of being my wife's pajama t-shirt, but that's okay. That's okay. The things you do for love. But I went a little different this year. I don't have a Spider-Man t-shirt. I don't have a Batman t-shirt or anything like that. I got a DC t-shirt. So this year, my t-shirt for Free Comic Book Day is really cool. Got this really awesome Green Lantern t-shirt. So I'm going to be wearing that on Free Comic Book Day next Saturday. So that thing's really awesome. I also love the fact that it's the Green Lantern logo looking like it's ripping out of the t-shirt. So that's super cool. I liked it. I got this at Walmart for, I thought it said $11.97, but when I got to the cash, it was $14.97. So still pretty cheap. So yeah, love this t-shirt, and it feels really nice. I saw that you showed that on your channel, and I didn't have a chance to take a look at it just yet, but I'm going to watch it after. That's really sick, though. I saw that you uploaded that. I'm gonna later on, maybe not after my stream because I gotta go finish cutting my hair, and then we're going to do some errands. But I want to watch that. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing, Calazius. Also, did you see the new statue that he mentioned yesterday? Spoonie, don't hate me for saying this. He shared the fact that they're going to be releasing a new Superman statue, and that they're going to be releasing a Flash statue. Looking pretty cool. They're the digital ones, like the Wings of Redemption and the issue number 95 Spawn statue that's coming out. So pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool. Okay. So do me a favor, guys. Do me a favor, if you can. Click the heart if in 2 weeks from today you want to see Spoonie and I go live and talk comic books. Drop a heart if you want to see that. And if you drop a heart, we will. Oh, I see one heart. I see 2 hearts. 3 hearts. All right. All right. We'll if you're up for it, Spoonie, we'll do that in 2 weeks from today. Oh, another heart. Perfect. More hearts. Okay. Calazius, go ahead and subscribe to Spoonie and join him and follow him on Twitter as well after this if you can. Spoonie's awesome. You are on the hook now, Spoonie. All right, so I asked you guys before, do you guys have any guesses as to what it is I got from Amazon? Depending on the size of the packaging, what do you guys think that I got? Oh, yeah, I see. That's nice. I can understand that. I give a lot of rap to Superman, to be honest with you. Like I always insult Superman, but like Spoonie likes Superman, Review Spot likes Superman. A friend of mine who I drew a Batman Superman picture for is a huge Superman fan. So I don't like Superman, but those are one of those things where like you like him, that's fine. You know what I mean? It's all in fun taste. Oh, you just need to click the heart button. I think there's a heart button right there. Spoonie, you think that it's the shirt in here? No, the shirt's right here. quickly, I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about with the statues. All right, hang on a second here. See, I came prepared this time, Kalazzi, with my phone. Vanessa, you think I got comic books in there? I go to my comic book shop for comic books. Yeah, that works. That works. So there's the Superman statue, in case Spoonie wanted to see. Which I will say is kind of cool. It's actually reminds me, I think it's based off the Jim Lee artwork for Batman Hush. So there's the Superman statue. There's a little closer look at it. And then here is the Flash statue, which I'm a big fan of the Flash. So there's a statue. That looks really awesome. I love it. It's really cool. So there's the Flash. Good old Barry Allen. Good old Barry Allen. Did you guys watch the Flash TV show? Any of you? I think Spoonie, you've said you've watched it. Man, I still haven't finished the final season. It's really hard to get through. Really difficult. I'm watching Supergirl right now, and you're right, Spoonie. It's got that family-friendly aesthetic to it. It's not bad. It reminds me of something similar to the Flash, but yeah. Oh, okay. So it is a Jim Lee sketch. Okay. Yeah, you're not missing too much, Calazius. No. Also, I saw that Crisis on Infinite Earth Part 2 is out now. I don't know if you guys have seen that one either. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. It is the mirror image of the Batman Hush cover. Okay. So Vanessa thinks that these are comic books. What do you guys think it is in here? What do you guys think it's in here? It's not like the biggest, most important thing in the world. It's just something that I like, that I decide to order, and I figure I'm not going to really do a Boomer's haul. Calazius thinks it's Spawn in here. Okay, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Spawn is very important, yes. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a spoiler here. I just want to check something, make sure that it's all good, so I can tell you guys. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been doing movie nights on my channel every month. Right now, basically right now, we are going to be having Gamera this coming Friday. And so I need your help, guys. I'm thinking in the summer months of not doing movies. I'm thinking of taking TV shows. You know how some shows start with 5 episodes, and they build up, and it's kind of you smash them together as a movie. I was thinking of doing that, and I was thinking of maybe either Spawn, if YouTube lets me, Gargoyles, the first 5 episodes, or the first 5 episodes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I want to let you guys know that. So let me know what you guys think of that. Okay, so Calazius thinks it's Spawn. Vanessa thinks it's comic books. Spoonie's just laughing because Spoonie probably is I don't care what it is. All right, hearts up, heart button. Do you guys want to see me open it? You guys want to see what's inside? Because if there's no hearts, I won't open it. I'll leave you guys hanging on it. Okay, I got some hearts. All right, got some hearts. All right. So this package was sent to Boomer the Nerd. I'm just kidding. I scratched out my address. I also don't leave my address on YouTube because I know that sometimes people say, hey, if you want to send me this, go ahead and do this. Go ahead and send to this address. But if ever anybody wants to send me anything, which they really don't have to at all whatsoever, you can always private message me for my address if you do. So that's why I block it out on here. All right. So let's get this open, get my Blanka. And I think I've shared the story before, why I call this X-Acto knife Blanka. If you're a Street Fighter fan, I'm a massive Street Fighter fan. Street Fighter 2 is probably my favorite video game of all time. There's an alternate skin for Blanka. So Blanka is already green and orange, but there's an alternate skin of Blanka where he's yellow and blue. So that's why my knife is called Blanka. Actually, guys, that's another amazing arcade game, is Street Fighter 2. All right. All right, so got me on the big screen. Nice. Oh gosh, the quality's not that great. At least you could see the Jason Voorhees custom mask that I did there. All right, so let's get this open. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is not horror nor comic book related. So, okay. All right, let's get this open. Let me put the knife over to the side. Safety first, guys. We don't want to cut each other. We don't want to cut ourselves. So safety first. Yeah. All right, we got the package open, guys. You probably saw a little snippet. Yeah, Ryu. My favorite to use is Bison. I always use Bison first, and then after that I use Vega. Those are my two favorite characters to use. Okay, there's two things in the bag. So the first thing is Rick and Morty Season 6. So I picked up Rick and Morty Season 6 right there. So let's go ahead and free it from the packaging. Let it breathe. To quote Review Spot. That's right. You need to let it breathe. All right, let's get it out of the packaging. See, normally I would do a Boomer's Haul video on this, but I like going live for you guys on Saturdays. It gives me something fun to do. There you go, the casing on the inside. And then, yeah, there we go. There's the disc, and the episodes are on that side. So, Rick and Morty, Season 6. If you guys watch Rick and Morty, this is one of the funniest shows on TV. I don't know about the new season because of that whole shit that happened with Justin Roiland. So, I don't know. No worries, Spoonie. No worries. And then the second thing is Rick and Morty Season 7. So a bunch of Rick and Mortys. Basically, I got a gift card from work. Sometimes it pays to work at the bank, guys. It pays to work at the bank. So I got a gift card from work, and I was able to use my gift card at work to buy these Rick and Morty Blu-rays from Amazon. Get that out. Get this out. Come on. There's the inside sleeve. They were on special too, so that's why I was able to order them. So that was awesome. So there you go. That's what we got in here. We got in that Amazon package, we got Rick and Morty Season 6 and Season 7. And they're going to go stack up nicely with the rest of the Rick and Morty seasons that I have. So to date, I know these are all DVD, but it's just the Blu-rays were on special, so I figured it was a good price. The Blu-rays and the DVDs were the same price. So I was like, well, I'm going to go with Blu-ray. So now, so far, I've got the whole entire series of Rick and Morty, so I'm really excited about that. I have yet to watch Season 6 or Season 7. I don't tend to watch them when they're on TV. I wait until they're on DVD or Blu-ray to watch them. So really excited about that. Another thing I want to ask you guys, I have these two, like you see my custom Jason Voorhees masks right there on the door. I have two blank, there my French is coming out. I have two blank hockey masks. And as much as I'm an artist, I'd like to do something with these. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions on to what I should do with these masks. I was thinking maybe another Jason Voorhees custom, or maybe a Casey Jones custom. But yeah, exactly, Vanessa. Now I can binge Rick and Morty. There's 10 episodes per season, so you're not going to see me. You're not going to see me for some time, anyways. So yeah, let me know what you guys think I should do on these masks. Kind of fun to do some custom masks. Maybe the Part 5 mask, Roy Burns, or like I said, maybe a custom Casey Jones mask. That'd be pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think about that. Apart from that, we're going on 40 minutes. I like to do almost close to an hour long stream. Gonna go for maybe 10-15 more minutes, and then we'll get out of here for the day. So let's talk a little bit, guys. let's talk a little bit. Calazius, I know you said you are not going to be able to make it for Free Comic Book Day next week. Let me ask you a question, my friend. Let me ask you a question. Did you go on Free Comic Book Day's website? Were there any comic books, any of the free comic books that piqued your interest that you saw? Like, for example, I am super excited for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Free Comic Book Day comic and the Transformers Energon special. And on top of it, there's a comic book, which is nothing but old horror comics put into one, which were the pre-days of Marvel Comics. So you have a lot of them written by Stan Lee, and they're all horror comics. So those are the three that I'm really looking forward to the most. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to show you guys what I customized them. I don't even know if I showed off. I think I just showed a photo on my social of this. See if I can get him off. Leonardo's blocking him, so it's basically. I want to see up close. This is the custom that I did for the Jason Voorhees mask. So it was so bland original when I first had I first customized this mask back in 2017, and I re-customized this mask a few weeks ago. And when I originally had it customized, it was just the red here and then the 2 red lines plus the black under the eyes. So then I took him a few weeks ago and I got a little annoyed. I was like, I want to redo it. So yeah, basically I just added all the lines and I added more like scratch marks and more graying on it. So pretty happy with the outcome of the customized Jason Voorhees mask. I've always wanted to get the NECA Jason Voorhees masks, but I think they're long out of print and they're pretty expensive too. So I figured the next best thing would be customize the mask. So that's why I'm wondering, what I should do with these 2 masks here. maybe I should do the custom Nintendo Jason Voorhees mask. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Thank you, Kalazis. I appreciate it. Thank you, Vanessa. Also, something really cool happened this week. There's a YouTube channel called Slapped Ham. I absolutely love watching paranormal videos, ghosts caught on camera type videos. And basically, I like to watch channels called Nuke's Top 5, Bizarre Bub, Slapped Ham, Goose Pimples. They all do compilations of paranormal activity caught on camera. Another one too that I watch is Sir Spooks. And this week, and these are basically channels that all have like millions of subscribers because they're like the heavy hitters of the paranormal countdown community. My favorite being Nuke's Top 5. But Slapped Ham posts a picture of a fan done Freddy Krueger. He's like, "This is amazing artwork, fam." Slapped Ham fam. Are there any other artists here? So I shared with him 4 pictures that I did. I think I shared with him 2 of my Jason Voorhees, which is just a regular sketch. I drew an NES Jason Voorhees. I also drew Michael Myers completely in pen, no pencil, just pen, and a Sam from Trick or Treat. And I shared it, not thinking anything of it. I was just like, "Oh, that's a really awesome Freddy Krueger. I'm an artist as well. Here's some of the horror stuff I did." And man, it was super awesome because Callan, the guy who does Slapped Ham, commented and goes, "This is awesome, mate." And it just it blew my mind and it made my day. Oh my God. Go on and get some tea. Tea is always really good. My favorite tea, Earl Grey and English breakfast. Good tea. So yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun to see that Slapped Ham commented on my post. That was on X too, so that was pretty cool. Yeah. So Free Comic Book Day next week. So Calazius, you didn't see any of the comics. Peppermint Tea is also really good. Yeah. Now we're transitioning from talking about. We started with horror movies, and then we went into talking about my stuff that I got, and now we're talking about tea. Tea's always fun. So if we take a look at the Free Comic Book Day website, let me just cue that up. Let's see here. Let's get the Free Comic Book Day website open. Just trying to find. I know I did a preview video on my channel, but since next week is Free Comic Day, and I really cannot wait for Free Comic Day. Yeah, so we've got. I know that Kalazi said he's going to get some tea, so I'll probably. Yeah, we'll go over it again when he gets back. But yeah, there's all these comics here. I'm just trying to find the name of the comic book that has all the horror ones in it. There's no SpongeBob this year, which is really weird. So yeah. Any plans for today? Any plans for the day that are those that are still watching and are still here? My friend from work, Bettis, who's such an amazing person. I mentioned to him that I went live last Saturday, and he got a little sad. He's like, "Oh, let me know when you go live." So I texted him yesterday. I said, "Hey, I'm going live tomorrow." He's like, "Awesome." I don't know if he's here or not. So Spoonie, if you're still listening, you see, it's just like making a video, but talking with the people. I mean, talking with everybody in the chat. That's the only difference. So, hey, Calazius is back. All right, so Calazius, I was just getting up the website on my phone for Free Comic Day to show you the comics that I'm going to be grabbing, like that I'm actually looking forward to grabbing. There you go, Vanessa. He likes Pepperin also. So these are basically the comics that I'm looking forward to on Free Comic Day. We've got Energon Universe. So I'm going to be grabbing that. I forgot about this. Yeah, there's also Hellboy, because I love that comic book. I know, Heaven versus Hell, but it's different. Hellboy is not about heaven versus hell. He's just yeah. And then there's the Ninja Turtles. Then there's the Ninja Turtles free comic book. I mean, I think you guys know already that I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan, so it's without doubt that I'm going to be grabbing that. And where's the other comic book? I was trying to find the other comic book too, the horror-related one. Oh, here it is. There you go. Stories from the Atlas Comics Library. It's all horror stories. This is the book that I want to grab like the most, which is weird because there's Ninja Turtles and Transformers. But I'm going to show you the comic book that my wife is going to grab. I'm sure of it. Yep. That's what my wife is going to pick up. I know it for sure. One Piece. And she's probably also going to pick this up too. Yeah. Oh, it's not. By the way, it's not a. Oh yeah, here's another one she might pick up. That one you might be interested in too, Calazius. Street Fighter versus Final Fight. Yeah, so it's no secret, it's no surprise. By the way, Vanessa Dance is my wife. If you're looking at Vanessa Dance in the chat, that's my wife. So, and I'm sure Vanessa's going to grab this too because she likes cute things. Am I right when I say that, Vanessa Dance? That Unico Awakening unicorn. I know my wife. She likes cute things. So if it's cute, even though it's dumb, she'll be there like, "Aw," and I'm like, "What? Come on." So yeah, that is what I'm looking for in terms of the free comics. Where are the? There's one thing that I really want to grab, but I don't think any of the shops I'm going to is going to have it, because when we go, we only go once a year, and I know Cal. It seems like I have a lot of stuff, and I buy a lot of stuff. And the thing is that I don't. I usually I wait to buy things. A lot of stuff that I got this year have also been like gifts and stuff. So that's like the Wings of Redemption was from a gift card. But I always put money aside every single year for Free Comic Book Day, and I don't care what it is. I don't care. I call it Christmas for nerds. It really is Christmas for nerds. So I put money aside every year, and I spend money on Free Comic Day. I don't genuinely spend all the money I put aside, but I like to treat myself on Free Comic Day, and I like to treat my wife too, because my wife has got a Gwenpool comic book collection, and she's trying to find more Gwenpool comics. But the other thing too is that I'm not a huge fan of Funko Pops. I saw the U2s that U2s have put out of this character, which look a lot nicer. But holy shit, I would love to grab this on Free Comic Book Day, despite the fact that I don't think anybody's going to have this. The pop moments of Invincible and Omni-Man. Holy shit, like that thing is cool looking. And Invincible is one of my favorite comic books, and Invincible is right now, like, you know how Spawn back in the 90s was considered the best adult superhero animated show? Well, I think our equivalent today of the Spawn animated series is Invincible. So that's what I'm going to go pick up. So, yeah. 5,552 episodes away. Yeah, she keeps trying to get me to watch One Piece, and I'm like, I don't want to, man. Already, we're deep into Hunter x Hunter, and fuck, there's so many episodes of Hunter x Hunter also. It's not even funny. We're also rewatching, not rewatching, sorry. We're also watching Sailor Moon Crystal, because she's a huge fan of Sailor Moon, and it's actually not horrible, so... Oh, okay, so you don't get physicals anymore. Okay. No, I have not read Nemesis yet. Is that's the new one by Mark Miller, right? I'm not sure. Is it worth reading? The thing with me is that I like yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah. No, I haven't read it yet. I heard good things about Nemesis though, but I haven't read it yet. The thing with me is that I like digital's cool, and don't get me wrong, if you don't have space for comic books, I completely understand digital. I get it. It makes sense. It's just me. I'm old school. I prefer buying the comic book, the physical book, and I love the smell of the comic book. So you come to my home, and I've got like so many long boxes that, like, literally in one of my offices, we have a closet, and I think half the closet space is just my long boxes. And I'm going to sound like a hoarder, because on Free Comic Book Day, when I go, I need to buy another long box. So that's how bad it is. But like I said, that's the one thing. And if you ask Vanessa, my comic books do take up a lot of space. But my collectibles, literally, also a lot of my collectibles that you see that I've shown off is all stuff that I've picked up way before Vanessa and I got married and moved in together. So a lot of the stuff you see in this room, except for the Ninja Turtles, which have all been since I've moved in here, all this other stuff, actually maybe not, this wall is not a good example, but like the wall of the horror stuff and some other stuff on the sides is all stuff that I got before we got married. My Spawns in the back, my Godzilla poster, like, here, I'll show you a little bit of a small room tour, but like you see up there, I got my massive Godzilla poster, and then my wall scrolls on the side here. These are all things that I picked up, way before my wife and I moved in together. So that's why I try to find space, and some of my stuff also are still in boxes, but that's just, that's what it is when it comes to being a collector, I believe you. I saw some of your setup, and I saw some of your figures. My God, you have an impressive collection, Calazius. You really do. I know that I said 2 weeks from today we're going live, Spoonie and I, and that we're going to collaborate. But holy shit, man. Holy shit. Maybe somewhere down the line, Calazius, if you're interested, I know Twitch is your thing, and I don't really go onto Twitch. But maybe somewhere down the road, if you're interested, maybe we can collaborate together on a Spawn video. That would be really awesome to do. So... yeah, that makes sense. I saw that you got I saw your picture that you got the Wings of Redemption, and with that, all the other more recent Spawn figures, like the new Commando, the Hell Spawn, and then I saw that you got the original sketch Spawn with Todd and the Chadwick Boseman tribute Spawn. Out of those four, I really want the Spawn with Todd McFarlane. Like, that's awesome. That's amazing. But the one I really badly want is the Chadwick Boseman tribute figure. I used to go to a comic book shop. I go to a comic book shop now called Check Swing. But before that, I went to a comic book shop called Omnibus. And Check Swing, if you want a variant cover or a limited edition comic, ask them, they'll get it for you. But at Omnibus, when I used to go, even if I asked, he never got them because like, oh, I forgot to. That's why, like when I mentioned last week about the Rocky Pops, it was like, oh, I forgot to get you the Funko specialty series Funko Pop of Rocky. I'm like, whatever, dude, whatever. But the one thing that he did come through on was he got me the regular issue of 311, and he got me the standard, and he got me the variant of 311, the Chadwick Boseman variant, because I hounded him for that. I said, I want that cover. I absolutely need that Chadwick Boseman tribute cover in my collection. That, and there was another Spawn cover, which is, you see him all the way up there, but on the Gunslinger figure from the Spawn's universe, on the side, you see the comic book art. That's the variant cover for one of the Spawn comics. I forget which issue it is, but I was surprised when he got me that because that variant cover goes for a little more. The only thing that sucks is that I would have loved for him to have gotten me can you see him up there? Yeah, Plague. I have the first appearance of Plague in comic, but the standard cover. I asked him many times for the variant cover of Plague, the Capullo cover. It was the same thing for Power Rangers Godzilla. I asked him so many times for Power Rangers Godzilla. I had it on my list. And never got it for me. So got to be careful too sometimes with comic book shops. So yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't have any collected Spawn books. The only one I have is Spawn Endgame because I never read that series. And actually, towards the, was it last year, I think? Spoonie sent me a massive package, which to this day is one of the greatest. The package he sent me and the package that a friend of mine from Vancouver, Jay, sent me are the two of the most amazing packages I ever received. And Spoonie sent me, I think, the whole entire run of Spawn Endgame in single issues. So, but that's the only collected I have of Spawn. Apart from that, I have the Spawn Batmans, which I still need to get my hand on the single edition of Spawn Batman 1 and Spawn Batman War Devil. And then I have I have the hardcover of the first 100 issues of Spawn covers. Like it's there's no writing, it's just pictures of all the covers of Spawn, the first 100 issues. So yeah, definitely. I'd like to see all that. Also, next week on Free Comic Book Day, I'm missing 15 Spawn issues, which I think I spoke about this last week, that I thought that I had in my collection. So it's going to give me an incentive to look for next week on Free Comic Book Day. So I'm going to be looking for that. And then there's one of the shops I'm going to has like first run Ninja Turtle comics from when it was called Eastman Laird before I went over to the second volume. So I have a whole bunch of those. So I'm probably going to take a look at some of those next week. Also going to probably end the stream very soon. We're going up in 2 minutes. It's going to be an hour that I've been streaming. I've been bothering and annoying you guys for almost an hour now. I got to finish getting my hair cut. Like, look at this. Looks good. I'm happy with it, but I'm probably going to do a little bit of a mohawk. So get the rest of that shape down. And there you go, Calazius. Here's my wrestling gear for today. I'm wearing my New Japan Pro Wrestling snapback. ProWrestlingTees.com, man. ProWrestlingTees.com. Great website. All right. So now let's let the stream run until 1 hour, right? That's going to be in a minute and 50 seconds. Thank you, Calazius. I had a great time again today. I always appreciate coming on here and doing this for you guys. You know what? Maybe we'll make this a regular thing every Saturday. I said I'm not going to be here unless I can't do a live stream. Like unless my wife and I absolutely have so much stuff that we have to get done that I can't live stream, I will let you know. But I'm thinking of making Saturday live streams in between 1 and 2 p.m. An ongoing thing. I won't be live next Saturday, like I said, for free because I'll be going on Free Comic Book Day. I might do a little bit of a live snippet to show you the comic book shops. But then again, if I'm filming my adventure, you're just going to see it in the video. But I'll be back in 2 weeks from today. Like I said, Spoonie and I are going to go live and do some talking together. Who knows? Maybe 3 weeks from today, maybe Calazius and I can go live together and talk all things Spawn. So, alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week ahead of you. And if none of you are going to Free Comic Book Day, I will shout you out. Classies, I promised you I'll give you a shout out on Free Comic Book Day. Awesome. Thank you for subbing to Spoonie. He's awesome. You're going to enjoy his content. And let me know, Calazius, too, if you go on the Free Comic Book Day website. Same thing for Spoonie. If you can't make it out to Free Comic Book Day, let me know if there's a free comic book you're looking for. Maybe I can score it for you guys. Alrighty, guys, I'll get out of here for the day. I'm going to go finish my hair, and I'm going to go run some errands right after that. I'm going to play some video games tonight with my wife. So, all right, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks, and have yourselves a fantastic rest of your weekend and a great week. I'll see you guys next weekend. Bye, guys.